what do you get when you combine The Hunger Games, John Carpenter's Halloween, The Purge, and throw in a little bit of The Warriors for good measure? You get Dark Harvest, a very strange movie that just dropped straight to video on demand this Friday, October 13th. Technically, it did come out in one theater, the Alamo Drafthouse, the day before that, but for all intents and purposes, this is a straight-to-streaming movie. Now, there's a whole lot of reasons for that. Basically, the studio that made this picked up the rights for it in February of 2020, so that clearly slowed down the delay. It was supposed to come out in 2021, then 2022, and finally, eventually, it came out in 2023 and was kind of just dumped. But I think that the film deserves more than that. It's not a perfect film by any stretch of the imagination. At times for me, some of the stuff doesn't work, but I really dug the vibes of it being set in the 1960s. I liked the way that it set up this kind of hunt where we're the ones hunting the monster and what all that meant, and the parallels it drew between the draft and the Vietnam War and how we were kind of essentially sending these boys off to die. It touches with a few kind of delicate things that, because has its 60s setting, it's able to address race relations, things like that. I think there's a very, very strong secondary female black protagonist who does a great job in this. I didn't know much about this film going in. I only even found out about it because of a couple film critics that I really like. I saw it pop up on their Letterboxd. They didn't really do much in terms of advertising this movie. But I became interested when I saw it was directed by David Slade. David Slade is perhaps most famous for directing the film Hard Candy. But I think the thing that is most interesting about David Slade is he's directed two of the most different vampire movies of all time. One of them is the third Twilight film, New Moon. The other one is 30 Days of Night. And those could not be more different in tone, style, everything else. But he did both of them. And one thing they have in common is they both look great. And that's the thing about Slade, is that he can really make the horrific look truly beautiful. And that's what this movie has for it going in spades, is truly haunting and beautiful at the same time visuals. There are just scenes where you're looking over the cornfield that are just beautiful. There'll be just waterfalls of blood that look straight out of The Shining that kind of take your breath away. It's both horrific and stunning in an aesthetically pleasing way somehow at the same time. So honestly, if you got the $6, you're looking for something spooky to watch this October, check it out. I think it'll be worth your time.